play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. A quick slant to Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
3rd down and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Jackson. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
That's good.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
20-yard line.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's to the 10. He will take this one in for a touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to take the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situations. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Complete. It's Johnson.
Come on now. Come on.
And yes, he's into the get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Jackson. And it's complete to Kelsey. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. It's caught by Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
24.
So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And, Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, they'd be up in the 300s right now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Johnson the intended target, and it's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last shot for Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous.